Yeah, I'm ready.
I hit that button, and I hit that button, and I hit this button, and then I hit this button. And the next thing you know, we should be live. Hey, everybody.
Hey,
So,
everybody. I just
we,
posted that
sh-
we're live.
we should be
Live soon now.
posting.
This is live soon now. Live soon
Live
now.
soon now. Live soon now.
Girl I knew in Vietnam. I knew her back in Nam.
Okay, live soon now. Okay. Live soon
I
now.
wasn't supposed to be in Saigon, but I was.
Mm. Hey, y'all.
Oh, man, it's terrible.
So,
Hey,
you
Chris,
know,
you want to buy a pizza oven?
a pizza oven? No.
I can buy a $40,000 pizza oven that'll hold cook 10 pizzas at a time for $200
Really?
right now.
But you got to have a place to put
Yeah.
it. You got
Gloria
to
said
have
I
the
can't get
power
it
to
because I
run
don't have
it.
anywhere to put it.
Uh, got to
All
have
you
the
got to
power
have
to
is a
run it.
plug in. It's electric.
Probably
It's electric.
220. It's
It's an
220,
old school
right?
one though, but it's got the stones in it.
Uh huh.
Yeah, you got 220. I know you got a welder or something out there in your barn. I'm
I
gonna
got
ship it to
lots
you,
of
and as a
220.
constant, hey, and as an extra prize, I'm gonna ship it to you, and as an extra prize, I'm gonna send you a washing machine with one of the agitators in
Oh God, no,
it.
no.
You'll be thrilled. You're like, we got a pizza oven and a washing machine.
I
And it's
know,
a
right?
Maytag. Maytag man's the loneliest man on the planet. You
I
know
know,
that, right?
right?
Hey,
Hey,
that's called the suicide hotline.
Maytag Repairmen have the best job on the planet, right? Right?
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, buddy.
Absolutely.
I'm
They
telling
have the
you.
best
Yeah.
jobs on the planet because their stuff never breaks. So,
Nope. Hey, can we tell everybody what I did today? I bought Bitcoin and it went up.
and it went up. Yes, yes. He actually got to buy
Hey,
Bitcoin
I
in the
was just able
dip,
to buy
y'all.
it when I bought it at the bottom, baby. And I bought it cheaper than what it was listed on CoinMarket.
Sweet.
That's a pretty
And
slick
so,
move right there.
and so,
Yep.
Joe, let me just ask you a question. Let me just ask you a question. How did you
Yeah.
predict the
What's that?
price you wanted to buy it at?
Well, I knew 58 was the floor, actually. 58 is pretty much the floor on it. And I was like, it's a 58. And I was like, and once it passed 58 and dropped a little bit, I was like, wait a sec. I was like, I got to get on buying this because it can't go much further.
Mm-hmm.
Because the next floor is like 43 or something like that. You know what I mean? Like as far as your scale goes. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest with you, I never really thought I'd ever see it at 58 again. And I know I've said that a lot of times, but I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
sure. You know what I mean? But man, it
Mm-hmm.
got there and I was booming. I bought it at 50. I got it at like 56. You know what I mean? I'm stoked, buddy. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, that's anybody's bought in years or in a year. You know what I mean? Well,
Mm-hmm.
maybe not a year. No,
You
we're
did
coming
good,
up close
brother.
though, aren't we?
You did good.
That's what I'm saying. It's the cheapest I bought. You
You
know what I
did
mean?
really, really good. I'm happy
And I
for you.
bought
Hey,
that
Bethany.
$6,700.
I know, right?
Hey, Bethany.
So, okay, so um, let's talk about the elephant in the room. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So,
One bite at a
um,
time.
one bite at a time. So, everybody's waking up this morning. I'm getting all kinds of messages. I'm getting texts. I can't get off the phone. Joe can attest to it. It's one right behind the other, by the other, by the other. I was on the
Yeah,
phone with Joe at 30 minutes and never got to say a word. To him, actually.
that's
Um,
true. It's like, I was like,
but
but
that's okay. It's all right. But I don't really know, Joe. I gotta say this, and it it's not that it bothers me. It just it lets me know that no matter how much education we have, or no matter how much education we get to the people, they're still not where they need to be.
yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't be, freaking out. Everybody knows there's supposed to be a fork tomorrow. Okay? Everybody. It has been publicized for months. Okay? So it's no
Hey, you know what
surprise.
the funny thing is?
What?
Hey, like Polonix is, they're selling the futures of it right now. You can already, well, most places are shut down right now on the trading
Mm-hmm.
on because they're doing that revamp thing they're doing for
Mm-hmm.
so. taking care of the security crap and all that. So you can't touch your Bitcoin Cash right now, pretty much anywhere. But, like Poloniex has already been trading the futures on it. You know what I mean? The derivatives.
Right.
And so if you take Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin ABC and you add them up, they're actually more than Bitcoin Cash. The only thing that really exists. And you're like, well, how's that work? And they're like, well, it's futures. It's not. They're betting on what it's going to be, not what it is, because right now it's nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It doesn't exist until they push the button, and they don't push the button until tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I mean? So in a way, it's as real as it's ever going to be, but the code hadn't gone out yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's real when those ones and zeros stage, or hit the enter button, whatever.
It still just amazes me. It amazes me, that we've got people out there freaking out because of the drop in the market. It always drops, y'all. It always drops when there's a fork. Always. I have not seen one fork that it didn't drop.
Well,
okay.
This is also something I don't think a lot of people may not realize because they're new to this. Bitcoin Cash is a Bitcoin fork.
Right.
Bitcoin forked, and it created Bitcoin Cash.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And then this fork was programmed. We've known this fork was coming. Everybody knew it was going to happen. That's why everybody's like, okay, we're shutting down. They had it scheduled to shut down to do it. It just that it didn't fork. It caused a trident.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you've got two competing hashes. You know what I mean? And so two competing mining camps. And they're going, no, we're going to run it this way. No, we're going to run it this way. They're both upgrades. They're both upgrades to Bitcoin Cash.
Yes.
But one's kind of a whole different one. You know what I mean? One, you're going to that 128 mega milli, but you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Megabytes. 128 megabyte blocks. They're real tall blocks, guys. I mean,
Joe,
big
have
blocks.
some more coffee.
Yeah. Anywho. Sorry, I was just
have some more coffee, Joe.
Well, Gloria asked me about this last night, and I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, no, read this. I was like, I know. And she's like, no, read this. And I'm like,
okay.
I know, Gloria. And I was like, God. She's like, but it's saying some of our money could be screwed up somewhere. Like, no, I've got everything in the right places.
Everything's
I already know this.
Down. Don't
I'm prepared
worry
for
about
it. This is what I do. She's like, but I don't want you to. And what she was doing is making sure I didn't miss something and lose our damn money. She's like, no, dumbass. I know what you do. You look at things and go, oh, okay. And then something slips through the cracks. But I was like, no, not this one. I was like, see, look, my money and hey, check this out. All my Bitcoin Cash is actually locked up in Coinbase. There's nothing I can do about it.
There you go.
And Coinbase is like the number one place. It's like, hey, buddy, we got you covered.
Right.
I was like, fantastic. I can't even make a bad decision right now. Get out. You know what I'm saying? Even though I've lost. It's gone down $150 since I bought it.
Oh my goodness.
Of course.
So
it'll come back. I'm not worried.
So it's locked down. Everything's locked down. Everything's good. Don't worry about it. But at the same time, it still just amazes me. I really look at things sometimes and go, okay, but it's all good. It's all good. So, and it's just one meeting after another meeting after another meeting. And so I just wanted to, point it out. I just wanted to point it out that even the educated folks, even the people that are educated know what's going on. They still, get that nervous pit of the stomach, and they still feel like, like they're going to be sick and all this good stuff. But you know what? Tomorrow's another day. Let's see what happens with the fork. That's all we can do. Okay. And I think.
Well, now tomorrow all the headline. Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just saying that tomorrow all the headlines are going to read Bitcoin falls through the floor. Oh, no, what happens? You're like, it's already over, dude. It already happened. We're on the way back up now. You know what I mean? It's like, no, it's still red. It's like, yeah, but it's less red. Don't worry about it. It don't matter. It's good.
Take the pulse, y'all. Take the pulse. Take the pulse. Okay. So the pulse bottomed. Joe took advantage of it. He's making money as we speak. It's on its way back up. It's already climbed $300 and something. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. The fork is gonna make a difference. Then you've got, you've got the other stuff that's going on, right? So we excuse me. So we've got the inclusion, right, of people with big money coming, right, and they
Yeah.
predicted. I don't think anybody said in black and white definitively that it was going to happen, November 15th. But I think that, if I'm not mistaken, it was written or said somewhere that it would be the 15th or after, when these folks would start coming in. So you've also got that mitigating factor, okay, that there are a lot of people, you know, here again, some people see this as a bad thing. Some people see it as a good thing. Whatever side of the fence you're on, that's okay. Just stand fast in your beliefs. Don't be wishy washy. Okay, you either believe it one way or the other, and make your decisions accordingly. Because if you're wishy washy, you're sure to lose money. You're sure to lose money. If you're not wishy washy, okay, and you stand in your beliefs, then you have at least a 50-50 shot, right? If you're talking numbers, percentage numbers. So,
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we all have to do what makes us feel good and what makes us feel comfortable. And I just got to tell you, if I lose $10,000 and it's my fault, then I got to kick my own ass. Okay. But if you lose my $10,000, we got a huge problem. We got a huge problem. Okay. Because
Right.
me
That's
and
true.
you, we're going to have a conversation and it's not going to be good.
Yeah. That's exactly
So,
true. Chris, and this is the thing, that 7 trill is our magic number we always look for, in the volume, on Bitcoin.
mhm,
We're at 6.3.
mhm.
You know what I mean? You're like, well, how'd the money go down and the volume goes up?
It
Because it's
always
being sold
does.
short, guys. That's what's
Hmm.
happening. There's so much
It
to
always
sell
does.
that everybody's going, oh wait, that's how it works. And this is the other thing you got to understand with these institutions getting involved. They've got enough money to move the market.
Yes.
They can make a few deals and move the thing. It doesn't matter if they lose money. They get that back. They get to write
So
that off the end of the year's loss. So they can,
everybody needs to be on their
and they bought all this
toes.
Bitcoin at 65.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And they're going, well, wait a second. Let's start selling it at 58, drop that market down, and then we can go in and buy it at 54, or we can buy it at 57. If they buy it at 58 instead of 58.5, they're making millions and millions because they're buying and selling millions and millions. You know what I
Right.
mean? Fidelity alone has 7 trillion in trades. That's what they
Right.
handle.
That's
Of
their
other people's money. Now,
portfolio.
that's not all going to Bitcoin. You know what I mean?
No.
But that's their portfolio, though. I mean, so that's the purchasing power, let's say, and that's just them. And the thing on Backed on the 15th. Okay, tomorrow Backed is starting. They're starting their test network, is what they're doing basically. And then now around December 15th is when they're actually going to open to the public. But they're going to start running numbers now, and they're going to run numbers for a month and make sure everything works right before they debut on the exchange on
Right.
New York. So that's what that is. But we got our fork tomorrow, though. Woohoo!
Hmm. Hmm.
And it's
And
not our time. Everything forks in England, doesn't it? Aren't we on Gritty's mean time? Is how they do everything.
I think so. Don't
I think
quote
so.
me on that, but I believe so. Yeah.
Because what you need to do about 3 in the morning, be looking. Who's that? Oh, hey Rose. Hey, sorry, somebody's walked in the door. I'm like, whoa. But
So,
yeah, because you got to watch that Asian deal.
mhm,
See what happens.
mhm. So,
Sorry.
again, what we're telling everyone, what we would like for everyone to hear or get from this conversation is that for the next few days, for sure, you need to be on your toes. Probably your tippy toes, and you need to be ready to move fast. If you're playing right now, additional to that, what Joe was saying was about bat, and we were alluding to that, and we we know this. We know that they have the infrastructure. We know that they are ready to put it in place. We know that unless something goes terribly wrong, that it's going to work correctly. Okay. And so what I want to say is that the people that have their money in the stock market that have stayed away, okay, because there have been a lot of people that have stayed away from crypto. So the people that have stayed away, they're already, calling their brokers. They're already on the phone with their handlers. They're already saying, I want 50% of my portfolio to go into crypto and I want to diversify because they're ready. Okay. So do not discount this. This is not something to be discounted. To me, it really hasn't gotten the attention
Nah.
that I thought it would get. And here again, it's all in the eye of the beholder, really. It really hasn't gotten the attention that I thought it would get. And so I want to make sure that our people, the people that follow us and watch us and get our replays and stuff, that they know that it's a bigger deal than it's been made out to be. There could be a lot more movement than you expect, or even, the people that are expecting movement expect, because they don't know definitively
Right.
what to expect. Okay, they predict. They predict. And of course, they're polling. Okay, they're polling people like Fidelity, like JP Morgan, and things of that nature. They're polling to see if they will report numbers of what their investors are willing to put into the market of crypto. So that's how we kind of know, some movement, right? Now, are those people, because see, here's another variable, right? And I don't know if anybody's noticed or not, but it's kind of it's almost like Joe and I have switched hats over the last week or two. I've been the guy that's been a little bit more aloof and a little bit more digging, and a little bit more raise awareness with my conversations. But see, here's another variable. We're depending on Fidelity, JP Morgan, and all these others, right? Wells Fargo. We're depending on these guys that are reporting the numbers to be honest, right? To be honest and true. Now, we don't know them. We don't have a working relationship with them. So what says that they won't just tell us whatever we want to hear, right? Or that they won't make up a number. So with that, I think that's another reason why BAT has not really had the attention that I thought it would get. Like, I really, really expected this to be the topic of the year. Like, I expected BAT to be the 2018 topic of the year. I really, really did. I expected it to be, main headlines. I expected it to be all over the news. I expected everybody to be talking about it. I expected lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of articles. And I just haven't seen it. So to me, whenever I see something that I expected to be really huge and that has the ability to affect the market like this does, and it's been kind of played down, it's been kind of quiet, kind of almost stealth coming in, not me. I'm watching. I'm expecting big stuff because it's just been, in my opinion, and it's a business opinion, obviously. So, and it's based on facts and information that I've learned over the last 2 years. But in my observation, opinion, whatever you want to call it, I think that it's been played down too far, and that a lot of people are going to get taken by surprise. That's just my prediction. What do you think?
Well, and this is the thing. It's when you manage these money for these types of people and these types of companies, you got to realize these companies are huge, but they're managing money for people that are individually bigger than they are as a company.
Yes.
If you want to look at that, kind of, you know what I mean? Sort, yeah. They're saying, shut up. You know what I mean? We're going to get in there and make money. Let's let everybody else know about it later. You know what I mean? This is where this becomes the old boys club. You know what I mean? It really does. This is where crypto enters the back room. You know what I mean? This is, we're going to sit around and go duck hunting and make business deals. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's now it's in that phase. You know what I mean? And now it's country club talk. Okay.
Yep.
Now that it's country club talk, that opens a whole new thing. What that does, though, is opens a lot of opportunities for those of us that are educated in this space. There's a lot more things to sell now, guys. That's the thing. Because all of a sudden you're going, what? Wait till it's on your local news. Wait till you go to the store and you go, oh, damn, there's an ATM. Then wait until you're not shocked when you see an ATM somewhere else. You know what I mean? Wait till you're like, your neighbor's like, man, I'm making all this money off this mining node thing, off this stupid $200 computer I got.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Or, you know, it's not a mining node, but it's a master node. Sorry, I didn't mean to say mining. But, you know, or whatever.
I knew what you meant, but I wasn't going to correct you.
I know. I don't want to confuse anybody, though. I'm not, you know. Okay, yeah. Hey, Chris, I'm really kind of thinking about the Aquaminer thing.
You know, I am.
You know what? The picture.
just-
I made that picture in like 10 minutes, Chris. It looked pretty good.
Yeah,
And if
you
the
did
picture
good.
looks good, people will buy it.
You did pretty good. So, you know, I
It goes
feel
good with my coin.
I feel
Aquaminer,
awesome and blessed and favored to have the information, to know the things that I know, okay? Because it's amazing to me how quickly things change, okay? And you know,
Yeah.
when you look at excuse me, when you look at the price of Bitcoin, you know, we had approximately $1,000 change. Okay, now to a lot of people, that's a huge change. Okay, I've seen that in an hour, right? but yeah, it's all good. It really is. It's all good. It's you know, everything's going to happen the way it's supposed to. We're gonna be able to move accordingly, and like Joe said, there's going to be more things for you to be able to talk about, more things for you to be able to get people involved in. Because unfortunately, unless it's in the media or in your local newspaper, or you see an ATM in your local, you know, convenience store, people don't believe it. They don't feel like it's real. Okay, so just be aware that it's happening, it's coming. You know, I think 2018 has, and this is just again another observation, right? I think 2018 observationally has been a year of I don't want to say awakening, because that's not quite the right wording, but awareness. We'll say awareness. Because what's going to happen, and what does happen, y'all, is people have to hear it, see it, touch it, feel it, right? For a minimum of 5 to 7 times before it sinks into their head, and they say, oh my God, you know, there might be something to this. It might be something to this. I hope I'm not too late, right? Well, guess what? If you're too late, whose fault is that, right? People have been hollering, I don't know for how long, that this stuff was happening. So yeah, I just wanted to, you know, throw that in there.
Well, and you know, going with that with KGX, Chris, we're coming up on the time that it's time to start really gearing back up and kind of getting our minds back in that team building mode. You know what I mean? Now it's time to start signing people up a little bit. You know what I mean? And if you've been slow or whatever, okay, that's fine. You know what I mean? Now it's like, okay, let's kick this back in gear and go ahead and let this puppy run. Let's let this horse run a little bit and see what happens. You know what I mean? Because if it gets press, it gets sold. There's no such thing as bad press. You know what I mean? There really isn't. You know what I mean? And what you're doing is you're seeing, Now, a lot of people wanted to look at this and go, well, it's been at 65 for 2 months. Nah. Now, for us, that's boring. For a lot of people, that's amazing. You know what I mean? And really, for a market, that's great. We want volatility, though. You know what I mean? Because the way we do things, you know, that's not. But that's because we're risk takers at day. But as a day trading thing, we want volatility because we want to make cash. Boom, 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 boom. Now, we want it to stay solid and only go up if it's our investment. You know, and I still say Bitcoin is an investment. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's an investment. Now you can make some big gains on it when it makes its big jumps, but you could also
Right.
lose your butt. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, think about all those people that bought it at 17,000, thinking it's going to go to 50 or 100.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
Wow.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you know, and at the same time, it's, you know, I bought the most I've ever bought at one time today. You know, the most I've ever put in one purchase. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, and hey, man, I'm already making money. You know, that's the thing. I'm already making money. So I finally got lucky. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. You know how I've always said I just want to keep dropping. Just keep dropping it so I can buy enough. You know what I mean? So I can
Right.
finally buy enough of it to really start earning. You know what I mean? That's when you have to earn your thing. And I can let it sit there and earn for me now, as opposed to having to, you know, buy this and watch it go up and jump out and buy, blah, 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 blah. You know, it takes the frantic out of everything. You know what I mean? Because
Yes.
Bitcoin's your investment. You know, I keep
Yes.
saying it doesn't even really need to be on the same exchange. It's a different animal. You know,
Yes.
anything that
Correct.
has that much control, you know, it's a store of value. You know, we should get off the whole idea of using Bitcoin at the store. You know what I mean? Because it just needs to be a store of value. I think it's that important, and it's set up for that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Technology has advanced past it, so we need to use one of these other coins that are lightning fast. You know, boom, 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 boom. That are cheap. That's affordable.
Agreed.
You know, a coin that can be a currency. You know, and people don't go. There's still that whole I don't have $6,000 to buy one, or right now 57 or whatever. But you know what I mean? It's like no, you don't have to do that. You know, and then they're trying to calculate this and trying to calculate that. Whereas, you know, that's where the stablecoin idea comes in. But stablecoin is no different than a dollar, guys. I mean, not at all. I mean, you know, and I read something earlier. The head of the IMF, International Monetary Fund, said something about that governments really need to think about going to a digital currency.
Yes.
And it's like, that doesn't change anything. It doesn't change a damn thing, guys. I mean, you know what I mean? If you got USDT and you got USD and they're both a dollar, what's the difference? I mean, if you
Right.
got a V, then you're just fine anyways. You know what I mean? You can,
Right.
you know, you got Cash App, there you go. You can send
There
money
you go.
anywhere. I mean, it's, you know, so
Okay. So
there's a lot of
the
confusion there. And we have, sorry. Oh,
no,
it's
no.
time to go. Sorry. I'll shut up.
You're right. You're absolutely right. So the funny thing is that ordinarily we've been talking about business a lot lately. It seems that this show was jam packed with crypto. So we've caught up on our quota, right? We've made up on our quota. But at at the end of what we're talking about, y'all, is just be aware, be highly alert. Okay. Make sure that you're where you want to be and that you can make the moves that you want to make, and just have some fun. Don't
Where's that?
don't you know? Don't be so you know. Have some fun. Let your hair down a little bit. What you think, Joe?
Hey, should you be overwear or underwear? I'm
Shut
funny.
up. All right, guys. We love you guys.
Gloria and
We're
Rose are
gonna.
sitting here on the couch and they're
We,
in public
we
on
love you
record.
guys. We're gonna talk to you guys real soon. We
Love y'all.
take you guys very seriously, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. We're humbled. We're blessed that you're here. We're
Yeah, we
blessed
love
that you
y'all, man.
follow
Be good.
us, and we love you.
Hey,
Thank
get out there
you.
and buy us some, guys. We're at
Hey,
57 right now. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy, and you're not going to get it. You're not going to find Bitcoin much cheaper than this right now. I was
nope.
thinking about selling a bunch of stuff at a loss right now to throw everything in Bitcoin. But, you know, some other stuff. But Gloria told me not to do that. And Chris just told me not to either, but
Nope. Don't do that.
I want to.
All right, y'all. We love
All
you.
right.
Talk to you soon.
Love you.